Hey you, welcome to the channel or welcome back. Today on the channel we have the return of the Ethereal Eyes palette, the original by Makeup by Mario. This was a limited edition palette originally. Now it is part of the permanent collection. I recently went to the relaunch party of this palette, and so I have some thoughts. I want to review it for you guys, swatches, the deets, the whole thing. Also, before I get into this video, you voted for this one, so make sure to keep on voting in my polls for the next video that you want to see, and or you can also leave me some comments below telling me what you perhaps might want to see next. Cool. Subscribe if you aren't already, and now let's get to it. Ta-da! Here she is. This palette is so freaking pretty. Like, this is my kind of color story. It is so soft yet very glam and just very feminine and even a little bit edgy. So there are 3 different textures in this. This row that you see here is a new texture for Mario's eyeshadows, and I believe it's called the Shiny Sparkle, or perhaps it's a Wet Sparkle. Anyway, it has that wet, glossy, sparkly type of finish, that very ethereal. Think Kim K in that water dress at the Met Gala a few years ago. This is the type of finish that this row of eyeshadows is going to give you. And there's also 2 shimmery eyeshadows, this one right here and this guy, although this kind of taupey metallic is one of those metallics that's in between the glassy sparkle and a true metallic. The rest are all mattes. All the mattes are very wearable. We have some taupes, some browns, even this mauve type of shade, some tan, creams, and plenty of browns to choose from. This is a $69 palette, and hopefully by the time this video is live, this palette will be re-released to the world. I feel like this one might go very quickly, but like I said, it is part of the permanent collection, so if it does sell out, it means that it will come back because it is no longer limited. I did conduct some swatches prior to filming this, filmed it with my iPhone, kind of like under my kitchen light, which is very harsh, because I really wanted to show you what the swatches look like without any flash and also with flash, so you could really see the bounce back of the sparkle. And I also kind of lowered the exposure so that you could appreciate the different shades. But definitely let me know if you like that sort of filming, or if I should just film it here in this setup for next time. Okay, on my face right now, I am wearing some foundation. You could probably tell. I actually mixed the Makeup by Mario foundation, shade 11N, which is a little bit lighter and a little bit cooler than my skin tone, with the NARS Natural Radiant foundation in shade Vanuatu, which I feel like is just a little too saturated on me. So those two kind of gave me my very natural skin tone. I'm not wearing any bronzer. I did add just like a hint of dewy blush, obviously lip liner, a little bit of a lip balm, brows, and we're ready to go. I lifted this up thinking that I'm gonna dip into one of the eyeshadows, but I kind of want to map out my eye look first. So I have 3 of Mario's Master Pigment Pro pencils, Super Black, Bronze, and the Perfect Brown is what I'm going to go for. I kind of actually want to peel back the sticker on the mirror and use the mirror in the palette, but I'm going to ruin my nails if I do so. So we're going to stick to the regular mirror. All right, let's go. For this map out, I am thinking obviously the outer corner, just kind of extending a wing, connecting to the bottom, extending some more. These pencils are very pigmented if you haven't tried them, and they will set, but not immediately. So Mario does give us a little bit of playing time to blend these out. Good, because I really messed this one up. It is nowhere near the angle of this one, and it is nowhere near as precise. It's okay to map out. On the other side, we have a handy little brush. I'm just going to smudge out this corner, smudge it inwards, smudge it outwards, and keep smudging until I like the shape and the map out. So this is a palette that, although it was limited edition and it was released before, it's actually my first time trying it. So I'm trying it for the first time with you guys here on camera. Never had it before, and so I'm excited for it. I like how compact Mario's palettes are. They're really easy to travel with. They're very specific, but very versatile for everyone. Super universal shades. But this one, because it has that nice wet sparkle finish that is so trendy and so current, that's why I'm particularly drawn to this one. And so the reason why I got my hands on it a little bit before it released to the world is because Mario held kind of an epic relaunch party of this palette here in the city. And when I tell you that everyone was there, there. Everyone you can think of, probably everyone that you follow was there. It was kind of incredible. So let's say if 300 people were invited, I want to say I knew probably like 150 of them. It was a lot. It honestly felt like a high school reunion. Some people I haven't seen in a long time. Some people I reconnected with, but it was quite the show, let me tell you. Mario also is such a sweetheart. He's obviously a vet in the industry, and he's also just very kind and very inclusive. I love that he invites all sorts of people from the industry, not just content creators and influencers, TikTokers, Instagrammers, OGs, new Gs, everybody, but also makeup artists, also just people who are a part of that scene, you know? So it's very nice to see a very well-balanced sort of event, because a lot of the times I go to events, and mind you, I go to events pretty often, like a couple times a week for the last very many years. And a lot of the times these events tend to feel the same. You know, you see the same people over and over again. It's kind of like the same conversations. Got to keep them short, keep it moving, you know? But here it was a little bit different. So I really appreciated that. Obviously, we took lots of pictures, lots of content. And if you follow me on the gram, you probably already know. So these are just my thoughts, kind of like my little recap. All right, I think I'm ready to dip. Personally, I'm very excited about an eyeshadow palette because it's been a minute since an eyeshadow palette actually hit the scenes like this, you know? So I'm gonna take Mario's big old brush. This one is EF1. I actually use this one for my concealer, for setting my powder over my concealer around my eyes and around nostrils and things. But today we're using it for eyeshadow. I'm gonna pick up a generous amount of that creamy shade, the matte one. And I'm just gonna kind of knock out the shadow, or the crease rather, that my brow bone naturally makes. Even though I've already prepped my lids, they're already well primed, this is just gonna be a little extra step. Also, I have some freckles on my lids that I don't always cover up, but sometimes for neutral looks, I find that freckles can be a little distracting with eyeshadows. I'm also kind of generously going over that brown liner, my map out. Next, I'm gonna do the same thing with this slightly darker shade. I would call this one a beige, just a matte beige. I'm gonna apply that directly to my eye socket and kind of bring back the shadow. Maybe connect it a tad to my nose, like that, like a little structural, a little architectural. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm in a very, very chatty, chipper mood today for no apparent reason. I had quite a long day today, but I guess because the weather is better and because we're no longer experiencing the coldest winter I've ever experienced in my life, I feel like that's finally past us. I'm feeling like a little bit more like myself. I'm recognizing myself a little bit more. I'm not the only one who's saying this. All of my East Coasters know this one was a rough one. It was rough physically and mentally and emotionally. I mean, I was telling someone the other day, it was honestly quite traumatizing. But now that it's over, now that we've had some warmer days, I don't know, I'm starting to come alive again, you know? Okay, so these two shadows are really easy to work with. Very, very soft, very velvety, almost a moussey kind of finish to them, but they're powder. They're very dry, but the effect is so soft that it's almost moussey. Okay, next, I am thinking I want to go for this taupe. If you notice, these eyeshadows here in the first row and in the second row, they kind of correspond. This top one is like a champagne with a silver sparkle that corresponds with a cream. This taupe right here is kind of like a shimmery taupe, and it corresponds with the matte. And then here on the bottom, we have a gold sparkle that corresponds with like a warmer, richer kind of brown. I want to go for taupe. And so I'm going to grab Mario's E6 brush, pointed end. I'm going to kind of work with two eyes at the same time. I'm going to start kind of extending the wing. I'm not extending it up towards the tail end of the brow. Instead, I'm kind of extending it outwards, sideways, but I'm lessening my pressure as I'm pulling my brush off of my skin. Also, I got to give credit to Mario's brushes. These are such fabulous brushes that I use practically on the daily. And it's not like they have a lot of brushes, but the brushes that they do have are just very specific and very, very useful in everyday makeup. And like I said, because I go to events at least twice a week for the last I don't know, 8 years, I get to use these a lot. So not just for daily makeup, but also for glam makeup whenever I do step out. Okay, correction. I will say that the event did take a little hiatus during COVID, but this was almost 4, 5, 6 years ago. And yes, it was a hiatus for a year, maybe 2. But then when they came back, man, they came back stronger than ever. I don't know. A lot of people were telling me that industry events sometimes can make you feel a little anxious, especially socially. But for me, it's like such a fun part of what I get to do because my job isn't necessarily dealing with people face to face. I actually look forward to going to these events and kind of seeing my coworkers essentially, you know? So I find them quite fun. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit more of that taupe and do something I never really do. It is emphasize my actual inner corner crease. This, I feel, can drastically change my eye shape and just even the way that I'm perceived, because I do have the epicanthic fold, because I have Asian eyes. This little maneuver right here is something I'm always like a little bit weary of. It looks so good on larger eyes or like eyes that are more round, but on someone like myself, I'm always hesitant. But I feel like if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it with a taupe matte eyeshadow like this. All right, and then just softly, ever so slightly connect like that. Cool. A little on the bottom. Sometimes when you do a map out with an eye pencil like this, you don't even have to be super precise. It just already gives you shape and it already makes the eyeshadow look more clean, you know? And the cool thing about these is that you can really build. So now I'm thinking I need a little bit of that dark. And for that dark, I think I'm going to use a more precise brush. Oh, this one right here, which is actually meant for the brows. It's an E7 brush, but it's quite soft. So I'm going to dip it into the darkest shadow, which is that brown. I'm going to etch out that wing a little bit more precisely. And then I'm also going to kind of take it back a little bit right here in that outer crease, just to darken. And same thing here, just a little bit of that darkening and then soften. Yeah, kind of like that. Fallout is really minimal here, just like a couple of flecks here and there. But these are matte shadows, so not a problem. I'll wing that out just a little bit more. And then I'm gonna add just the tiniest extension to my inner corner, just like that, like just a little kiss of it. Nothing too crazy, just using the corner of the brush like that. Soft. All right, so now I'm thinking I'm ready for some fun. What I love about this palette is actually something that just hit me. Intuitively, I wanted to reach for a light champagne-y shimmery shade, right? There actually isn't a light champagne-y shimmery shade in here because all we have are the light sparkle shades, the glossy wet finish ones that are super modern in my opinion. So although I intuitively would like to place some shimmer on my brow bone or perhaps in the center of my lid, I can't, which is cool because I guess this is not what we do in 2026. This is something different. Instead, we're gonna do this. But first, I'm gonna get a cat hair out of my eye because man, do I feel it. Is that it? Is that it? I think I got it. Okay. And of course, you could put champagne shimmer all over your brow bone if you want to, but I like that this palette is forcing me to do something different. So here we go. Actually, hold that thought. Dipping into the taupe. Check out that swatch. Do you see how glistening it is? Oh yeah. I'm just gonna pop that all over my eye socket or movable lid. Just kind of stamp it. And that really, really does look quite ethereal. Ethereal is the perfect name for this palette because it gives glam, but it gives you almost like a daytime glam. Although this would look so fantastic at night in dim lighting and candlelight on a date. What? There is a little bit of fallout with this eyeshadow, but the sparkles here are dense. Let me tell you, it is packed with sparkle. And because they're suspended in a almost transparent taupe type of eyeshadow, it's really giving expensive. It's giving very luxurious. It's giving luxe. I'm here for it. All right, so now let's layer. Previously, I dipped my finger into the champagne shade, this one right above the taupe. And so now I'm going to kind of tilt back. I'm going to place that very gently to my brow bone, up to my brow arch, and then kind of meet with the center of the lid here. You know, you could do this on a brush. So let me go ahead and actually do this on the brush so that it could be nice and precise. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I had in mind. Doing the same thing on the other eye. First kind of just stamping it and applying a little bit more precisely and kind of sweeping out. You can of course apply this with a mixing medium or with a wet brush just for a little bit more pizzazz, a little bit more oomph. But for me, this is enough. This is great. This is good. This is what I was going for. This is something that I would personally wear on a daily basis to an event, to a movie date, if I want to impress my besties, if I want to impress my mom, I don't know, my sister. This is my kind of vibe. Something very chill, but very compliment grabbing. Yeah, because when I do my makeup and when I do my eye makeup, I definitely want to get some compliments. I want people to notice it. I'm sorry. I do. I didn't just spend 25 minutes doing my eyes for no one to notice it. And I feel like this is the type of eyeshadow that will get you compliments, that will get your work noticed. I don't know. We'll ask the swatch model in a bit if he notices anything about my makeup. Watch him tell me he likes my blush. Meanwhile, I worked so damn hard. Okay, final touch. Master mascara, also from Mario. This one I love. It is such a good mascara. Simple wand, nice and effective. I mean, granted, I have very short lashes now that I've stopped all lash serums. And perhaps I could use like a little cluster or two maybe a bit of impress on the ends, but at this point, I don't know. I feel like the linear shape is not really asking for a dramatic lash. You let me know if you agree or not. Just want a little bit of a lift here in the outer section of the eye, just like that. Nothing on the bottom. I feel like we're cool. And now what I am gonna do is tight line the top with shade Super Black, and not all the way in, and just kind of halfway in. Kind of push that in between the lashes so there's no gaps. And man, is it me or is she looking kind of smoldering, kind of sexy? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I really like this look. I would definitely add a little bit of a highlight on the cheekbone, perhaps a little gloss. Grab the highlighter, Mario, shade Golden. Don't have a highlighter brush, so I'm just gonna, yeah, just a little bit of that, a little bit of that, and a little bit of gloss. This is the SuperShine lip gloss in shade Bear, just like a really beautiful nude. Here she is, final look. Swatch model, ding, 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 ding.
Hola.
Hola, what do you think of my look?
I like it. I heard you doing Mario and I could see it.
How can you see it?
Well, Mario has that's, his new shadows are kind of signature and that he knows what the fuck he's doing.
Would you take me out on a date?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like the look overall. I think it's...
Thank you.
What I like about Mario
Tell us.
in his color choices,
yes,
in his palettes, is about this idea of effortless beauty. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes palettes are insecure and they want to throw a lot of color at you to kind of make you put it on to think that by being a peacock somehow that makes you, more beautiful. I'm not saying there aren't moments for that, but sometimes you have to use makeup to just highlight your natural beauty. In this case, your eyes, your brows, your cheeks, your freckles, everything's really balanced out. Really nice.
Well, thank you.
Color choice. I like the, the hair behind the ear, very nice choice.
Wow, you're full of compliments. You listen.
It looks really good. I think it looks,
What do you want?
No, nothing. I think it looks good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your input. I think you've pretty much summed it up. We really appreciate your feedback. It's very valuable, especially from a male opinion. He didn't mention my blush. Thank you. No. This was something that we were talking about before. He actually noticed the eyes. He appreciates the nudes. He can tell that it was Mario's signature nudie color palette, which I would have to agree. Yeah, this is something that Mario, Makeup by Mario, the line, really kind of is known for. They're known for their neutrals, for their sculpted sort of shadows to give you shadow and light and more definition and just more chisel and a little bit of pizzazz, a little bit of glam, a little bit of fun, So this to me is a no-brainer. This is a great palette. At $69, perhaps some might find it a little bit pricey, but to me, I think it's worth it. I think Mario really has a good grasp on color theory. He really understands skin tones, he understands what shades are to be used for sculpting or for chiseling or for bringing out the features, specifically the eyes. And so to me, I think it's absolutely worth it. So those are my final words. That is my review, my 2 cents. Oh, but before I go, let me actually leave you here with a close-up. I do want to show you what this looks like in that good old iPhone, because the iPhone, although unforgiving, can actually really bring out the detail of some of these eyeshadows and this mesmerizing sparkle. I hope you like. I'm gonna invite you guys to check out more of my videos. Click on them and I will see you very soon. Vote in my poll. Let me know what you want to see next. Peace out. I'm out. Deuces. Bye.